One more just to be sure.
Alright. Fuck you.
I've got the clap, so it doesn't matter.
Listen. First interview in person. What the hell? Alright. Alright. First interview in person, right? We here with the GOAT, Bdave.
The GOAT's best friend.
The GOAT's best friend.
Respect Pineda. Show some fucking respect to Pineda when you fucking talk. Piece of shit. The GOAT's best friend.
The GOAT's best friend. You know, what's crazy, right? Fuck, dude. I'm sorry. I can't. This is hilarious. I'm sorry. I'm just laughing from the other shit, bro. Hold on. We'll restart that.
No, it's fine.
Fine?
You can just...
All right, bro. Just cut it out.
Don't,
all right, fine.
Just let it rock. Don't even cut out. Just express yourself as you go.
All right, big bet. All right, I know this past week, right? You were in Vegas. Tell me all about it. How's the Vegas trip overall?
Now, look. When I get to Vegas, shit gets fucked up, all right? I'm a freak of nature when it comes to drinking. So... when I'm in Vegas, I start, and my boys can attest to this, anyone who's been in Vegas with me can attest to this, I start drinking very, very early. I wake up at 9, start drinking before 10, keep it classy, all right?
Fair enough.
And then I'm drinking, and then I was like, oh, I have this plan to go film this video with Jarvis. And then, so, at like 1 or 2, he's like, oh, yeah, come over. So we go over, and I had been drinking already for a long time, but I was thinking about asking Jarvis, oh, do you want to spar? Like, if we could do a spar like Anthony Taylor and Salt Poppy did, then it'd be fire. But I was already drunk, and I was like, oh, fuck. I mean, shit, I'll still do it. If he's down, I'll still do it. But, like, he didn't look like he wanted to go to the gym or anything like that. He's still, got his shit going on. He's got things to do in a day. He's a busy man, as Jarvis would. And we didn't end up sparring that day, thank God, because I would have got my ass kicked. I was so hammered when I was at his house. I don't even think he knows how drunk I was. Okay. But, unfortunately, all that footage got corrupted. And you'll never see it ever. But it was a great trip, and the footage from it was amazing. You just will never know about it because it's gone forever. Aaron Hernandez.
R.I.P. Have you ever done a drunk spar?
Drunk spar? Hell yeah. I started off boxing drunk. The whole time I was boxing when I first started, I was drunk. I'm still drunk, but I was definitely drunk back then.
But hold on. Well, like, when you let's say someone throws you a punch, right, and you're drunk, does it hurt more when you're drunk than when you're like sober?
No, I don't feel them anyways. All right. It doesn't even matter.
Fair enough. Then.
Unless it's to the body. Sometimes the body hurts, but not even anymore. Like, it used to hurt a lot when I get hit in the body, but not anymore, really, because my body's just kind of hard now. It don't really hurt.
I mean, you got a six-pack. So, I mean, there you go.
I did before Vegas.
Fair enough. Yeah, I was going to say, how was it seeing Jarvis, though, like, after the fight?
Jarvis is a sweet kid. He's a real nice guy. His brother, too, Frazier. Super fucking nice guy. And then their other friend, Nikon, I just met. Mm-hmm. Super nice guy as well.
Oh, Nikon, the 6'8" guy.
Yep, very, very tall fella.
Yeah.
They're all so nice, like, and obviously wealthy because of the size of their house, but definitely nice folks, So.
Fair enough. I was gonna ask, because like your kit was, represented like more of like a Fortnite style. Shout out Bilford, for giving that idea. Was that more to kind of like mock Jarvis, you'd say?
Yeah, of course. Banned? That's my whole thing. Whenever I'm fighting anybody, I'm just going to try to bully you and make fun of you like as if I was your high school bully picking on you. And for some people, I think it kind of brings back memories, like Nick Lamau. Like, for instance, like he was obviously picked on in high school. Look at him, he's a little dumbass. But, like, it comes back when I start picking on him. And that's why I figure what happened with Jarvis. Apparently not, because he whooped my ass. But yeah, fuck Nick Lamau, basically. But yeah, the Fortnite and everything, the llama was sick. I thought that was dope. It was to represent Fortnite, I love Fortnite. I play Fortnite every day. Mm-hmm. And Jarvis can't play Fortnite every day because he's a scumbag and he fucking cheats. So shout out to Bilford for helping design that kit for me.
Fair enough. Even, what is it, like when you were in the ring, obviously, right, fighting Jarvis, was that like, your first, I guess, 1v1 fight?
Well, it wasn't my first one, but it was my fourth one. But
because you fought in, what is it called, the IFL, right?
I fought twice over there, and then I fought on Misfits 1v1, my first fight.
Well, that was a mystery punch, though.
Yeah, but it's still 1v1. But yeah. I mean, it was a different fight, for sure. And it was 3 rounds compared to 5 rounds, completely different. Those 3 rounds were so much harder for me than these 5 rounds.
I can imagine, 3 threes, right?
I'm in good shape now, but back then I I got that fight call on 11 days notice, and they were
Yeah.
like, "Come here," and I was like, "Fuck, buddy, I've been drinking every day. Fuck it, we'll still go." I mean, I drink. I'm gonna be honest with you. I drink every day for the fight camp for Jarvis, except for the last week.
Day?
Except for the last week.
Well, what is it? Is this still calm? Like, does it still like? Would it affect your like diet and shit? Or
It affects your diet for sure. So you got to make up for that. You got to make sure that you're counting those calories as well, which is kind of tough sometimes.
Okay. Yeah.
But other than that, the only thing drinking really affects for me is recovery.
Got it.
Recovery. So like if you're real sore and you drink, you're going to be more sore.
Gotcha.
So, which is kind of tough when you're training twice a day, 3 times a day, every day, putting in 6-8 hours in the gym every day. Like you're going to be sore. Obviously, drinking doesn't really it doesn't make your body recover itself. It's like it dehydrates you of your nutrients and shit like that.
Got you. How would you rank your 5 fights on Misfits from 2023? You've been really busy, obviously doing a lot of different fights.
Most active fighter of the year.
Shout out Bdave.
That's me, the most active fighter of the year on Misfits.
Mm-hmm.
More active than all the other boys, but
yeah,
that's because I needed the money.
I mean, fair enough. I mean,
I'm in loads of gambling debt, tons, like loads of gambling debt. So like to pay off the loan sharks that like are gonna kill me if I don't pay them back, I had to fight a lot just to make sure I could afford that.
Fair enough. What is it? What main game got you into bankruptcy?
What main game?
Yeah, and when you gambled.
Name it, and it's probably that. All of them.
Roulette?
Sure.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
You bet on black?
Do I bet on black?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not racist, man. I'll do it. Fuck it.
Fair enough. But hold on, just on the past question, like, obviously you fought tag team, survival tag, right? Mystery opponent. Obviously you're, I know it's not your first, but first on Misfits at least, right? Normal match.
Yeah.
And, obviously fighting for the championship belts, right? What I would say, what's your favorite one out of the 5 that you did?
Bro, I gotta go with my fight with Jarvis. I know I lost, but I can't compare myself to when I fought Ice Poseidon and won in March to when I fought Jarvis in November. I feel like I'm a completely different person, fighter, everything. So
yeah,
and like I don't know, bro. I like that fight. Although I did lose, like very convincingly.
Yeah,
I'm proud of it.
What would you think? Like, I don't want to bring back like any PTSD, but like when Jarvis got you in the first 5 seconds of knockdown, like how was that feeling? I guess is the best way I want to say it.
Well, I never felt like I was out. I knew I was down, but I never felt like I was out. I knew I'd come back from that. I have a history of not doing well in the first interaction.
Yeah. And
so when I go in there sometimes I get a bit too crazy, which is something that we're working on. Mm-hmm. Hopefully we'll have that solved by next fight. Yeah. But I didn't feel like I was out at all. I don't know. I definitely felt like it rocked me, and I went on defense mode for the rest of the round. You could see pretty much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What is it? Obviously 2023, very successful year for influencer boxing, right? You had the Prime card. You had the
It's because I was on so many cards.
That's facts. That's facts. You were like what I'd like to say. You were like the lab rat of Misfits.
Yeah, man.
So I mean, obviously, how do you feel about like the future of the scene? Where do you see this heading towards?
I think we're in good hands.
Okay.
Thank God Mams is calling the shots, because if I was, we'd be in a heap.
Yeah.
He comes up with good ideas. A lot of them hit.
Yeah.
Most everyone hits pretty much. They said tag team was going to be a disaster. Tag team boxing, that's a disaster. It's not safe. If anything, it's safer in my opinion than a one-on-one fight. But it's going to be a disaster. This, that, and the third. Yeah. It's a hit. It's still a hit. Our championship fight against what's those 2 bums? They like boys. Nick and Alex. Yeah, Nick and Alex. That fight was a hit, big time banger. Pretty much every tag team that's happened has been a massive hit. Like Dean and Waleed was great versus Yeti and APAT.
Yeah,
that was great too.
That was a great fight. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, that was dope. Survivor Tag obviously needed a little bit of work. Mm-hmm. I think that I was the reason that Survivor Tag didn't work out as good as it should have. To be honest, I think that I could have been the X factor in that, and I didn't have what it took that night, and it is what it is. But But yeah, thankfully he's calling the shots around the place, and I think he's just going to keep innovating, keep making it better. Like we're going to get some more pay-per-view stars in here this year, it looks like. So that should be sick too.
That's what's up. What are some goals for next year that you want to accomplish?
I want to rematch Nick and Alex.
Mm-hmm.
I want to beat Nick.
Okay.
And it might sound crazy, but I really, really, within a year from when I fought him, I want to rematch Jarvis.
Okay.
Other than that, goals for next year. I want to be the most active fighter again. I want to fight 6 times this year.
6 times this year?
Yeah.
So that's what, every 2 months?
Yeah, I don't need a time off.
You know, I know one fight that, you know, if everything goes right for you, for sure, that, you know, you've been beefing with Deji. I mean, he was speaking bad on your name. I mean, if there's a message you want to send to Deji, like, of how he was just talking shit on the podcast, I mean, what would you say?
Deji, you fat little scumbag, I'm going to catch you and I'm going to smack the face off you. You round fucking Oompa Loompa looking bastard. I mean, nah, Deji, that's a fight. That's a tough fight for me, but I'm down. I'm super down.
Is that who would you?
But that's good for. That sounds like Deji. Deji takes fights that look easy for him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He wants to have easy wins. He don't want to fight nobody.
Mm-hmm.
If he want to fight somebody, he'd fight somebody. He ain't fight nobody. So
yeah.
No disrespect to his opponents, obviously, but like to be fair, Fuzi had very little time in the scene.
Yeah.
Swarms was a fat rapper, and then 7 months later he was fighting Deji, right?
Yeah, I get what you mean.
I mean, like, he's not taking fights of experienced people or people who have any fights. He's taking fights with people who are a lot newer than him. And Swarms is good. Don't get me wrong. I rate Swarms big time. But, like, Deji's been fighting for 5 years, bro. Mm-hmm. You can't fight somebody who's been fighting for 6 months.
Yeah.
Come on.
Who you feel is tougher between Jarvis and Deji?
Jarvis. Jarvis smokes Deji.
Okay, fair enough.
We gonna see if them two fight. You're gonna see if Deji has a motherfucking chin.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's gonna put it on him for all the rounds.
Mm-hmm.
And if it goes the distance, it goes the distance. But I don't see Deji knocking out Jarvis. No way.
Yeah. What is it? You mentioned Fuzi, right? Have you spoken to Fuzi recently and see how he's been? Because I know he's been.
No, I haven't talked to him lately. Actually.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But he's been around doing his thing, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know he's been obviously the streaming thing's been killing it for sure.
Yeah, he's big time, bro. Somebody like Fuzi, bro, he's always gonna be a hit, no matter when it is. Like, he's been in the scene for so long. He's stayed relevant for so long, off and on, obviously. Adjusted to the curve of the change of social media, which is like a huge thing. Mm-hmm. Fuzi could be famous when we're fucking 80 years old.
Yeah, I mean. Yeah, no, for real. He's someone that has obviously been the most bottom, and then obviously going back up top, like, you know, back and forth.
I wish the best for Fuzi, man. Fuzi was a different guy when he was in camp with us, and I like the way that his head was at, and I hope that he stays in a good place because it looks like he wasn't for a little bit, but yeah, Fuzi's a good guy.
For sure. You know, one beef that, you know, has been sparking up, you and Nick Lamau, you spoke about it a little bit earlier, right? Is that fake or real?
That's real. That's the biggest beef in Misfits, I'd say.
You and Nick?
Yeah.
How did you get into his house then?
Because I know where he lives.
All right, hold up. Hold on. We're going to break this down real quick. So, the day that you went and broke his house, right?
Well, I didn't break. I broke nothing. It can't be broken in at Darien. I just walked in.
You just walked in?
Yeah.
How was the Twitter? How did you get into his Twitter account?
Because his PC was open in his room.
And you just got Twitter on?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay. Fair enough. So then, was doing just because from the Misfits 8 when he threw the pie in the face? Was that through the Prime card when like all that shit happened?
Thing is me and him have been fighting each other since. When we fight June for Misfits, but
yeah, the
build up was for a month, so we've been fighting each other for about half a year. At some point, the beef is I'm gonna push his buttons too much, and he's gonna start to actually get mad. And yeah, that happened a long time ago. It all kicked off when I took the picture with his girlfriend. That's when shit got sticky with him.
Fair enough. What? No, how do I say this? If you gotta describe Nick Lamau, right? Obviously I do the one word segment stuff, right? If there's one word to describe Nick Lamau, what does that be?
Prideful.
Prideful? You take more of a positive
emphasis
approach.
On pride.
But you take more of a positive approach to, like, you know, someone that you hate.
Emphasis on pride.
Emphasis on pride. Okay, fair enough. I want to mention one other person too. It was the one before I mentioned, but Deji. How do you feel? What's one word to describe Deji?
Wannabe.
A wannabe? Okay, fair enough then. What is it? I was actually hearing about this. I can't say who it is. I'm not no snitch, alright?
Okay.
I heard a story through the grapevine that you apparently, you accidentally shot yourself and you drove yourself to the hospital.
Yeah.
Can you explain the whole story? Because
I dropped my handgun and it went off, and then I was like, oh shit, it's in me, and it was like in my back.
In the back. Okay.
Yeah, I was like, it went through and in my back, and I was like, oh shit, we got to get it out. But then my boy wouldn't cut it out because he was like, oh, if I kill you, then we're fucked. So I was like, all right. Well, I'll go to the I called my brother. He's like, yeah, you gotta go to the hospital, bud. And I was like, all right.
Mm-hmm.
And then no one would drive me, so I just drove myself.
So you drove yourself.
You know how much an ambulance costs? Like $2,000. I didn't have that shit. I was in college, man.
So this is back in college. So this wasn't recent.
It's a long time ago. Yeah.
How old were you when that incident happened?
21.
Oh shit. Okay. Were you drunk when that happened or what?
No.
Okay.
I was actually about to go to the liquor store to get liquor to get drunk.
So you're sober when this shit happened.
Yeah.
All right. Would you say that's like what one of your more like what low IQ moments?
Yeah, probably. It was an accident. I mean, I've been trained with guns my whole life. My brother was an Olympic shotgun shooter. My dad was an Olympic coach for that stuff. Like my dad being like SWAT team and all that type of stuff. I've been trained around guns my whole life, and just doing something stupid like that, pretty embarrassing, but is what it is.
How do they feel? Obviously,
my dad, he was dead, so it didn't matter. He didn't care.
Oh, okay. Then what about? Okay.
You're laughing that my dad's dead? You fucking piece of shit.
We want to tussle?
No.
No, but I didn't expect that. That's what it is. R.I.P. Bdave's dad. But what is it called? What about your brother though? Because was he the one on the SWAT team? Or no, that was your dad.
My dad was. My brother's
the Olympic shooter. Yeah.
Yeah, my brother. Yeah.
Well, when you saw him for the first time since that incident, what did he say?
I don't know. He came to the hospital at night when I was in there, about to get surgery, get a bullet removed out of my ass.
Oh, was he pissed?
Yeah, kind of.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was kind of mad.
Okay, fair enough then. What about? What was I gonna say? One thing too, right? I think close enough. We'll wrap it up. But one thing you've been very like emphasis about, right, is the UK food.
Yeah, definitely. My whole Twitter account's like a UK hate page.
UK hate page, yeah. How do you, I mean, what's your? I want to ask you, like, if you have to like represent like the UK food, like, and how shit it is, how would you explain it? Like,
I would explain it. There's a fly. I'd explain it.
Yeah.
UK food has no damn flavoring. They got a salt tax and a sugar tax there, right? So they don't put salt or sugar in any of their foods, which here we put loads of. There's that fucking fly. They put loads of that shit in it here. Yeah. And it's just not the same, bro. What we're used to is not what they have.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
It sucks. And their candies are shit. Their chips are shit. Their damn. Yeah, most things there aren't that good.
I was talking to Coach Solomon about UK food, right? Oh, you got it?
Ow.
You got it or no?
No, I don't think so.
God damn it. All right. Well, I was going to say, I was talking to Coach Solomon in the last interview, right?
Okay.
And he was telling me that, like...
Well, he's biased. You got to realize that because he's from there. So he doesn't really know anything better, which is sad, really. It's taking him here and showing him good food would be charity work, honestly. And I love Coach Solomon. Don't get me wrong. He's a good friend of mine. And if that charity work needs done, I'd be happy to take the charity and do it because them UK boys don't know a damn thing about eating. About
food? Well, if someone from the UK, right, they're trying to, obviously come in the US, and what's the first food you'd show them?
So not really out here in California that much, but in Florida and like pretty much everywhere else that I've had it, hibachi is really good. It's one of my favorite foods.
Hibachi? What type of food is that?
It's like Japanese.
Oh, shit.
Japanese food. That shit's fire, but it's probably an Americanized version of it. If you want like an American food, I don't know, like out here you could take them to Cane's. That's all fried as fuck, and it's like super unhealthy, but that shit's fire. Then what else? I mean, just the thing about America is that you can go anywhere and get a good meal, but like in the UK, you got to know what they call the spots. Oh, you just don't know the spots, dude. UK food is good, bro. You just don't go to the right spots, dude. Dude, I don't want to have to drive 45 minutes to go get a good meal, okay? I'm busy. I'm a busy guy. I do a lot of things. I'm busy working. I don't have time to go spend 3 hours getting food, driving 45 minutes there, eating for an hour, and driving back 45. Like, do they not? They just don't understand that, like, you can go anywhere here pretty much and get a decent meal, right? You can go around, get a decent meal wherever you go. They don't even got salt in their fries at McDonald's. So forget it. You can't even go to McDonald's and eat.
But let's be honest, McDonald's is like poverty, for being honest.
McDonald's is shit.
Yeah.
But even their McDonald's sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, I had McDonald's in India one time. Probably most fire shit, I'm not going to lie.
Really?
I had that like 2 in the morning.
McDonald's is great because they have a vast menu, but I don't eat there much no more.
Yeah, no. I mean, fair enough then. Actually, no. I think we'll wrap it up here, to be honest. Let's just say hypothetically, Zin, right? Put into the camera real quick. All right. Boom. All right. They paid you to sponsor their, thing.
Yeah.
What's
I'd
your
blow the CEO. I'd suck his meat right off.